Brad, what's the one thing you don't want to find when you're on holiday?
Ghosts!
I was going to say that your hotel room needs a good vacuum, but sure.
Well, now your holiday can be plagued by both those things in Luigi's Mansion 3.
The first Luigi's Mansion was released way back in 2002 on the GameCube and was one of the best-selling titles for the console. After a few 3DS games, the Spooky series now has a new installment for the Switch.
But wait, Will, Luigi's Mansion 3? What about Luigi's Mansion 1? In Luigi's Mansion 3, Luigi and the gang prepare for a luxurious holiday together at the Last Resort Hotel, ready for some solid rest and relaxation. But their plans for a getaway change when they have to get away from King Boo, who traps the crew in paintings. You manage to evade capture, but now you must explore the huge mansion to free your friends.
And there are a number of tools at your disposal. Your classic Poltergust GOO has both a suck and blow function to let you slurp up ghosts and solve puzzles. You can shoot a plunger at flat surfaces for extra suction power. And there's also a dark light which reveals spooky secrets. And no ghost fighting setup would be complete without a flashlight. You can charge this up for a big strobe and use it to stun pesky ghosts so you can scoop them up.
I think overpowered vacuum has to be one of my most favorite tools or weapons in a game ever. Not only can you use it to bust ghosts, but you can cleanse hotel rooms of virtually anything that's not bolted down. Just inhale it into a barrel with infinite capacity. Even the bed linen. Will, I love vacuuming so much.
I like it a normal amount, but in Luigi's Mansion, it is super satisfying and a little bit therapeutic. After a big, tense boss battle, you can just spend some time cleaning up. All right, folks, show's over. The cleaning crew is here. You can also collect money, which can be spent on items to help you on your quest. I really bothered with these as they're not really game-changing, but the looting sound is so good.
Everything in this game is so juicy and polished that it just makes you want to explore and collect everything. And there's lots of that to be done. Each floor of the hotel is themed and has heaps of hidden secrets and crystal collectibles. They're found in all sorts of tricky spots, and sometimes you'll need to call upon your slimy brother to help.
I think that's a bit harsh. Mario's not that bad.
No, your other slimy brother, Luigi. This goopy rendition of Luigi can go where no Luigi has gone before, slipping through grates and sliding through pipes. But be careful, because just like a 1950s Wicked Witch, he's allergic to water.
Well, hello.
I really like the way all the devices come together and are used for puzzle solving and fighting. You're encouraged to try lots of different things and pay close attention to your surroundings. If something's not working, then maybe switch it up. It feels really creative.
Absolutely. Although I will say I wasn't the biggest fan of the boss battles. They do tend to follow a few of the same rules, requiring you to find a way to flash and stun your enemy before dragging them by the tail and giving them a few good whacks. But sometimes getting to that point can involve waiting a while for the right animation to play out, and just kiting them around the arena until then. Some fights ended up being really drawn out for me because I was just never in the right spot at the right time.
I did find the controls a little finicky, particularly aiming your Poltergust and torches. They all seem to control slightly differently and use both motion control and the right thumbstick. The end result feels a little inaccurate and is occasionally frustrating. But the game isn't particularly hard, so you can still get by even if you miss a lot.
Yeah, despite having to shoot about 10 plunges before I ever hit my target, I was still enjoying myself and progressing enough that I wanted to keep going. The variety and creativity of levels is stellar, and they don't overstay their welcome. But if you do want to switch it up from the main story campaign, there's a couple of multiplayer minigames to have a spin in. They feel very similar to Mario Party, and are a nice little addition.
Or you can explore levels you've already completed and attempt to clear them of ghosts in a race against time.
Oh, no. Uh-oh. Yeah.
It's nice to have these extra modes for some multiplayer fun. Luigi's Mansion 3 is such a polished game with a simple yet compelling concept and beautiful cutscenes. I'm giving it 4.5 out of 5 rubber chickens.
Oh, this game has so much character. I was always excited to see what theme the next level would be, and I adored how cute and afraid Luigi looked as he bravely wandered around the mansion. It's a blast, and also a suck. I'm also giving it 4.5 out of 5 rubber chickens. We gotta get out of here.